Welcome to Transformation Life, where we share real life stories that touch the heart and inspire the soul. Subscribe now to join our community, relax, and dive into the stories we have for you. Enjoy. Teeny Chirichillo, who was described as non-binary on season 47 of Survivor, has disclosed in an article for Cosmopolitan that he is a transgender male. In an article published in Cosmopolitan on Wednesday, April 9th, the Survivor star discussed his gender identification and how his time on the competition series influenced his road to self-discovery. Chirichillo said that spectators classified him as the show's first non-binary competitor as soon as the first season 47 trailer was aired. And despite his personal uncertainty about the name, he accepted it. Throughout all of this sudden visibility, a large part of me has wanted to be palatable to everyone, maybe to counteract my polarizing character on the show, he stated in an email. Brushing aside the pronoun question with a anything you want shortens the conversation. People are increasingly using they, since my appearance closely resembles that of a Gen Z non-binary individual. My hairstyle, my vintage clothing collection, and my flat chest. Every day, you scroll past a new version of myself on TikTok. He continued, I've learned that the pronoun question isn't necessarily meant to spark a deep discourse about gender. It's to ensure that the next thing they say does not annoy me. And so responding with a whatever is simpler than diverting our conversation into the tailored gender studies program that runs through my mind practically continuously. When shooting concluded, Chirichillo stated that he didn't have much to concentrate on, such as a spouse or a full-time career, like many of my castmates did. Instead, he pondered what came next, and confronting his gender identity became more difficult. When I think about my future, there's a lot of blurriness, he said, but there's a lifetime collection of artifacts that has brought my identity to light within the museum of my own transness. The increasing stack of trans memoirs on my bedside, the Packers concealed in a shoebox, the late high school hours spent watching Miles McKenna YouTube videos. In casting, I compared my energy to that of an Oliver Twist pickpocket and the sixth member of One Direction. The ninth grade hours were spent composing Wattpad tales from a masculine perspective. The T-boys on my phone showing me how to crop my shirts for a more manly fit. The pursuit of HRT, hormone replacement treatment, before the government makes it hard to get, and the way my girlfriend supports me as a guy in every manner I could have ever imagined. Reflecting on his 27 years of existence, Chirichillo claimed that he realized he had known who he was for a long time, but hadn't accepted it to himself. I have lived this double life, where my inner world is at peace and aware of how I want to grow older, and my outer world remains in this label limbo brought upon by me, Chirichillo said. She continued, my non-commitment to a label like non-binary and my lack of attachment to the policing of my own pronouns is because until right now, I had been a closeted trans guy. Chirichillo noted that accepting his identity gave him a feeling of comfort, but he is still concerned about how it would affect his life and the lives of people around him. I'm thinking about having to come out in loud bars and on the first days of new jobs, he told me. I'm thinking about my grandmother reading this and wondering whether it means I'll have a mustache next Christmas. I'm thinking of the flinches on my pals' faces when they accidentally utter she. I'm thinking about how my parents won't be able to call me their daughter without the air in the room becoming frigid. I'm wondering about how my queer girlfriend will handle talking about me as her boyfriend. He went on to express his worries regarding the expense of testosterone, as well as minor issues such as overcoming the habit of visiting the female's restroom. I'm thinking about whether passing as a cis man is even something I want, he told me. I'm thinking of all the trans individuals who have been courageous enough to live authentically despite the atrocities of our history and present political climate, and how much I love and thank them for paving the road for me. I'm thinking, and I'll probably never stop. Chirichillo takes solace in knowing that for the first time, he can live a fully real life. I don't expect everyone to be as comfortable with my gender as I am after a lifetime of repressing and then exploring the boyhood in my spirit. But I know who I am, he explains. Now starts the process of bridging the gap between my private and public identities, of accepting that striving to please everyone as this malleable gender putty isn't satisfying me, and it is not what anybody expects of me. As I adjust to life on the flip side of living one childhood dream, what I really want is to give the teenie who wore all Tony Hawk line boy clothes to elementary school a fist bump and tell him that we're back. Thanks for watching this story on Transformation Life. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new tale. Stay tuned for more. And until next time, take care and keep living your own amazing stories.